Hey everyone, it's Shelby here. Welcome back to A Little Literary Love. I'm glad y'all are with me today because today I have another unboxing video for you. However, I will only be opening like one box for you all in this video because this is my second attempt at filming. I'm so frustrated. Because I was filming this my first go around and unboxing all of these different boxes, and I realized on like the third box that I opened that my mic here quit on me pretty early on in me filming this video. So here we are again on my second attempt to film this video. So most of these boxes or books I have already like seen and been like, ooh, so if my like reactions are a little bit more like disingenuous, that might be why, because I've already like I know what all these books are, but we're just going to kind of go through what I have already unboxed, and I will show you what I got and where they were from, and then we'll get to the one that I started to unbox and then I realized my mic wasn't working, and then the last box that I have not opened yet. So I have a box from Faded Romance. It is not part of their regular subscription for Faded Romance. This is actually the Pride box. That was a special edition box that they did during June for Pride Month. So I did finally get that. So we have that to unbox. I have my Mystic box, my Fairyloot Romantasy box, my Moonlight box, and then I also have the Eternal Embers Onyx box. This is the first time that I've gotten Eternal Embers. I do also want to say, I will kind of talk about this maybe again throughout, I'm not really sure, but a lot of these boxes I have now stopped my subscription for them, just because I really need the extra monies. Things are tight right now. I am also going to a book convention in October, and I am wanting to buy tickets for another book convention next year, but the tickets go on sale in October. So I am trying to rein in my spending and just hold on to it for a little bit so that I can have enough money to pay for all these different expenses that are going to be taking place in October. So a lot of these boxes I have stopped my subscription. My Mystic, Arcane, and Belle box, I have been like skipping a lot of those. So I will probably continue my subscription at the very least to Mystic and Arcane. I just may not get boxes for a little bit because I'm skipping so I don't have to pay for it. I am still choosing to keep my Moonlight box because I'm really enjoying it. I've loved everything that I've gotten from that box. I have already stopped my Fairyloot subscription, although I'm really liking the book that I got with this last time, so it makes me kind of sad, but who knows, I might at some point get back on to the Fairyloot one. That was one that I just decided to stop. I also stopped my Eternal Embers box because even though I haven't gotten this, like the only one I've gotten, it's the Onyx subscription. You cannot make any skips. And most of the books that I've been seeing previews for or that they've done in the past, I just have not been all that excited for. I wanted it because they did the whole Deliver series at one point by Pam Godwin, and I love that series. I love Pam Godwin, but I wasn't able to get off the wait list for it. So that's just kind of where I'm at. So future like unboxing videos may not be as large as this one, but I will still be continuing to do them. So the first box that I opened is the Eternal Embers Onyx box. So I got the Goddess Isles by Pepper Winters. So in the Onyx box, that is a quarterly subscription. They usually end up doing an entire series, like in an omnibus type format, for that quarterly box that you get. That one does not have any skips to it. So like I said, it is also in this big slipcover case. So it's very fancy, and then you take the book out. So I believe this is a duet because I also got this in Mystic before. So we have this book, and it is hardcover. We have the stenciled edges. It also did come with an artwork, and then this looks like a page overlay, although I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to put this. And then that's just like the inside, and I believe it is also signed. Yes, it is also signed by the author. So pretty thick, good quality. It's just, I've honestly never read this duet. I think I've only read one Pepper Winters book, and I didn't really care for it. I would like to try this one out because I also have another special edition of it. Although, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, if I don't end up liking it, I will probably end up selling this at some point. I also am just, the slipcase, I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's just not something that I usually care for with my special edition books. I usually end up getting rid of the slipcase and just having the book. It's just not something that I like or feel like I need. It's just like an extra thing. So I don't know. I potentially may try to get back on the wait list for that one, or even doing the wait list for the monthly box for Eternal Embers, because the cover designs for some of those look really interesting. But at this point in time, I'm good. I'm not going to try to do that. Oh, I also have my ring light today, which is odd for my videos. I usually don't do that until winter time, but because I realized how late it was that my mic went out, I am losing some light. So the ring light it is. Then I opened my box for Moonlight, and this is super gorgeous. I had not heard of this book before, but we got Threaded by Tay Rose, and it's just this black, but with all this like gold and a little bit of silver foiling on it. It's just, I'm trying to get it so you can actually like see it. It's kind of hard to see with like the lighting and whatnot. There you go. You can kind of see there. It looks like somebody's hair. There is the edges along this side, but then also on the top and bottom, which is gorgeous. And then Moonlight also does the inside artwork, which is so pretty. So you have that one and this one. Gorgeous. And then it is signed. And then I thought the chapter headers were really pretty too. So, so this is for the August box, and it says, featured book is Threaded by Tay Rose. I will hold up the book somehow for you all. Can you see it like that? There we go. We'll try it like that. Okay. In a world where magic means servitude, being giftless is a blessing. Mariah's 21st birthday was supposed to bring freedom from expectation, from scrutiny, from the oppressive lord reigning over her hometown. When a summons from the queen puts those dreams at risk, she has no choice but to follow through, even if it means a future she doesn't want or deserve. Thrust into a world of cutthroat politics, secret rituals, and ruthless power grabs, Mariah is forced to come to terms with her new position as terrifying hidden magic begins to awaken in her veins. Meanwhile, the brooding, disgraced royal heir selected to serve in her sworn guard inexplicably hates her, yet he can't seem to stay away. As the kingdom's delicate balance shifts and crumbles, Mariah's freedom seems further away than ever. Relationships blossom, schemes are unearthed, and gods are awakened. Yet her heart may be the biggest threat of all. Love is a weakness, but will fate weave a different thread? So it sounds really cool. And then it says your Moonlight book box exclusive edition features an exclusive redesigned cover, foiling and digital edge designed by Alyssa's World, custom interior and paper artwork by Luna Arts, and bound overlay by Art by Mickey. So, very excited about that one. I've been very happy with my Moonlight book box. Like, very happy. Then, let's see here. Oh, then I opened my Fairyloot Romantasy box, and I was very pleasantly surprised by this book because I had also never heard of it. But look how pretty this is. So it is Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. Very gorgeous. The edge here is stunning. Absolutely stunning. We do also get a reverse dust jacket, although I kind of think that this is kind of lame, if I'm being honest. Not my favorite. I'd rather keep this side, but the naked book is also very pretty. And then we get the artwork on the end papers. So this guy, to me, this white-haired dude looks like Witcher dude. I don't know. I haven't read those or watched that show. I don't know what his name is, if he is just the Witcher. And then this like mysterious whatever guy. And then these people. So, very intrigued by this book. It is apparently a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and possibly why choose? The big, like, the blurb thing says 4 handsome fae princes, 1 awkward bookworm, an enchanted veil, a beastly curse to break. And it's just, like, it sounds cool. This is also by an author duo. These are sisters, Elizabeth and Helen. So they wrote this together, which I think is really cool. And then, so our little blurb from Fairyloot says, our featured book of the month is Bonded by Thorns by Elizabeth Helen. When her father becomes imprisoned in the Fae world, our heroine will do anything she can to set him free. Trapped between 4 beastly princes and a curse, she must navigate Fae politics and unexpected romance to save her enchanted world and her heart. Which, honestly, this is kind of short for a wide shoes. Like 360 pages, 370 pages, something like that. So they might do it okay. I just feel like if you've got 4 love interests in a 350 page book, it's just hard to get all of the different personalities and to get the romance developed well enough in that short of a time frame. So we'll see, but I am very intrigued by this. And then it also says that basically Natalie Bernard Art did like everything for this. They did the redesigned cover, the reversible dust jacket featuring a colorway variation of the trade cover, foil elements, and design on the hardcover, digital sprayed 4 edge with solid top and bottom edges, character artwork on the end papers with foil. All of it is by Natalie Bernard Art. And then there's also, it is signed by the author right there. And it also includes a bound into the book letter from the author. So I'm very intrigued by this one. It sounds very interesting, and I have not heard of this book before. So now we get to Mystic Box. So I did open this one, but I have not looked to see what the books are. So the box is for T.L. Smith. So there is a letter, and then we get 2 little artwork things. I don't I don't think I've read T.L. Smith before. Not that I can remember. So that we have 2 books. We always end up getting 2 books from Mystic and Arcane and Bell, because they're all owned by the same people. And I honestly don't know that I've heard of these books, this series. But I don't know, like I said, I've never read any T.L. Smith, so I don't know which is the first one, but we have Locked Hearts. Very pretty cover. And this one potentially is one where we have 2 covers, because sometimes they just have the naked hardcover book, and sometimes they have a slip, whatever you call it, on top. And then we have the edges. It's also, if I can hold it up there for you, on the top and bottom. Yes. Ooh, the reverse is really pretty. So we have the reverse dust jacket. I kind of like that better, honestly. And then the naked book. Very pretty. And I kind of like the end papers too. That's cool. Mine is not signed. I'm not sure if those are supposed to be signed. I feel like usually they are, but maybe I'm not remembering correctly, or maybe that was the second one. So then we also have Chained Hands with that and down on the bottom. Yeah, I kind of like this reverse one. There's a, if you can't, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a knife like in through the little keyhole thing. And then the naked book. Ah, okay. So maybe this one's the first one, because this one is signed by T.L. Smith. So, very interesting. Those are very pretty. Don't really know what they're about. So, if you know, let me know down below. But I'm intrigued. I will be checking those out. And then the last box that I actually have not opened, so we'll see what all is inside. I know what books are in here because they announce what books are going to be in this box. I think they honestly may have shown the covers for these books too. I just don't really remember. And I'm not sure if there's other stuff besides the books in here, because I've never gotten a box from Faded Romance before. Nope. Just the books, which is fine. I honestly prefer boxes that just have books to them, because I don't like all the different knickknacks, because I never end up using them anyway. So we have this little envelope thing. It is in here. So tiny. It's hard to get out. So, oh, we have the author signatures that I can put in the books. And then there is a bunch of stickers. They're also so tiny. So we have I'll Protect You from Bad Things. That's a Good Fucking Girl. We have, this one says Daddy Kraken does have a nice ring to it. This one is a long one. It says, you don't owe anyone a more palatable version of yourself just because it's easier for them to swallow. This one is like a pillow, and it says, God is the last person you should be asking for help. And then, oh my goodness, okay. This one was a long one too. He can open my legs like the pages of a book and study me any day, if you know what I mean. Interesting. Okay, so we have our 3 books. Like I said, this is the Pride box. So all of these are LGBTQ stories. So we have R.M. Virtues. So Sing Me to Sleep by R.M. Virtues. This is a I know this author is trans, and I can't remember what else. And I know this is a BIPOC author. I have read this. It wasn't bad. It was okay. It was a very interesting concept because she has sleep paralysis, and then in her dreams she meets this like sleep, like this demon, and they end up having like sexy times together. Then we have Yours Insatiably by Avita Weiss. I have not read this one. Oh, I don't know if I showed you, but they're all are also sprayed edges. So we have that on here too. Oh, and I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to tell, but that is like a cityscape, like skyline. That is incredibly detailed to be getting on this super tiny book. Avita Weiss, I know, is also LGBTQ. I can't remember if they are trans or non-binary. I don't remember, but so we have that one. Very cool. And then we have Queenie and the Krakens. I like this cover. This is a really cool cover by Alira Anaya Saras. I'm probably butchering that name, so I apologize. I know this is a Latina author, and this is a Why Choose romance. And then there's also like the tentacles on the side. That's very cool. They did have, this was like a second choice of them to put in there, because they originally in this Pride box were going to have Freitas Moon, but then there was all the controversy around Freitas Moon, that they were impersonating a, can't remember if it was like a race outside of their own, which is so not cool. So yeah, everybody's like, stop talking about that person. We're not reading that person's stuff. Like, it's so not cool. But I do really like that, like, I've gotten Pride boxes before from different book box companies, and most of the time, like the last Pride box that I got one last year, and I was kind of disappointed in it because all of the stories were by female authors, and the majority of them were white female authors, and the storylines were male. And that just really irritated me, because the male perspective is not the only LGBTQ story that we should be reading. And I also didn't like that they were all women white authors. I really appreciate that this book box tried to include non-binary trans authors and stories that are not just a male, because that's what white cis hetero women tend to like to read, are male stories, because I feel like it's also kind of fetishized. So I'm kind of getting on my soapbox a little bit. So I just want to say that I liked that Faded Romance had something a little bit different, with stories that were not just white ones, and stories that were not just about male. I think this one has some sapphic elements to it, if I'm remembering correctly. So I really like that. But I think that is it for this video. I'm tired. That was a lot of boxes, and now I have a lot of cleaning up to do. But I'm really happy about the books that I did get. And I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and just leave a comment down below with some of the boxes that you're subscribed to that you enjoy, or some of the books that you're currently reading. I like hearing from you all. And also, because I'm going to forget to say this, subscribe if you haven't already, because I need all the help that I can get as a small YouTuber here. And that's going to be it. So thank you. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.